Morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of On the Court for First Coffee. My name is David George Smith. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Hope everyone's doing well. Uh, I know there weren't episodes out last week. I do apologize for that, but I'm not gonna lie. I was sick. I was sick. If you're familiar with the state of Florida, which is where I reside, you know that it gets warm, and it's always warm. It's always going to be warm. Sometimes you get a day or two that dips into the 40s. So recently it's been 80 degrees every day, and then you dip it then one day it was 40 degrees and it completely messed my sinuses up. I'm sure you're very interested in learning and hearing all about this from me, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an explanation of what I've been doing. Got a couple things to talk about, basketball. Make sure to stay tuned. We got a couple good episodes this week. I think you're going to like a lot of some of the guests that we're going to have on this week. I think you're going to be a big fan of them. A couple things to talk about in the basketball world. The biggest story since I guess my little hiatus would be Nico Harrison being fired after the 3-8 start. Yeah, I don't know why this was such a big thing. Look, I don't think it was a matter of if. I think it was a matter of when. You trade away a 25-year-old superstar, generational talent in Luka Doncic. What are you doing? Horrible. What are the next steps for the Mavs? Do you rebuild it? I think they still have a pretty decent roster. You got Coop. You got Cooper Sharp. Well, Cooper Sharp is Cooper DeJean, but I think anybody with the name Cooper in sports, their nickname should be Cooper Sharp. I think that's a very cool nickname. I think you hit the reset button if you're the Dallas Mavericks. I think that's probably the path that they're going to go in. Anthony Davis is out again for another week. It's probably going to be a return. I think it's probably going to be one of those things where you say he's out for a week and then he gets reevaluated and then he's going to be out for another 3 weeks and then eventually you're just not going to see him play in a Mavs uniform anymore. I think when he gets healthy, you trade Anthony Davis. You get whatever you can, as far as draft picks, as far as whatever the case may be, and you just hit the rebuild. You just rebuild. You got Cooper Flag. I think you got the GM spot opening up. I think honestly, you got a great. I think Jason Kidd's a great head coach. So I think you keep him. You rebuild. You build around Cooper Flag, who's been phenomenal and probably will pan out as a superstar. A guy giving you 25, 5, and 5. And you go from there. You have a couple down years, but hey, it is what it is. Folks, it is what it is. Cooper Flag is something else, man. I'm going to get into a couple more of the rookies. Dylan Harper, obviously, VJ Edgecombe. It's the guy out of Charlotte. This Knepel. I need to look up how to pronounce his name, but that's a whole other segment I have. I want to talk about the rookies, how amazing this rookie class has been in 2025. But I'll get into that. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about this whole Mavericks situation. If you're a Mavericks fan, I want to know what your thoughts are. I believe there's only like 16 of you that are Mavericks fans out there, probably. There probably only are 16 Mavericks fans in existence, and I think one of them is Mark Cuban. So let me know your thoughts about that. I think it's a complete reset for them. I think you rebuild, you go with what's left. Start fresh. It's a shame. It's a shame. Um, it's one of the biggest head scratchers in sports history, I think, is that trade. I mean, when I could, I'm not going to waste your time by sitting here and telling you how stupid that trade was because you already know it. I already know it. I've already explained how stupid it was before. Um, I don't need to really, um, I don't think I need to go into it, and I don't think you want to go into it. So let me know your thoughts about that. I want to talk about this Draymond Green situation. Um, there's a fan courtside, Warriors, Pelicans at New Orleans. There's an Angel Reese chant that this guy was doing. Uh, Draymond went into the stands. They got face to face. This guy had his like arms out. He's like, "Bro, what's up, bro? Like, what do you want to do, bro?" And Draymond is there. First of all, these guys are at like eye level. I wish I could show you the. Um, I need like a producer, like somebody behind the camera to um like show you this because I don't know if I'm able to do it because I'm also running at all this stuff. But if you look up the video of this fan altercation with Draymond Green, these guys are eye level. So how tall is this fan, dude? I mean, this guy's got to be like 6'9". He might be even taller than Draymond. Look at this guy. Look at the picture. I'll give you five. I'll give you like 10 seconds, starting now. Look up Draymond Green fan altercation, and I want you to look at the guy, this fan, and the fact that he and Draymond are at eye level. It's not that he's looking up at Draymond like most, like most of us do. Like, first of all, why isn't this fan in the league? Second of all, did he have a shot against Draymond Green? I don't. I would actually like to see the fight pan out. We need to actually like these fans. They get disrespectful, and this fan looked like he wanted to smoke, which is stupid because I wouldn't fight Draymond with a 10-foot pole. But I think when fans get bold like this, I think we need to see him get in the ring. It's gonna be like 3 rounds, or have him go to like halftime. Do it like hockey style. If the fan wins, you eject him from the arena. If Draymond wins, you sit him on the bench for like 5 minutes. I think we should have that. You bring this guy back for All-Star Weekend, and you do that with Draymond Green. You're worried about the ratings, NBA? I just solved you. I just made you like at least $3 million right there. I did the math in my head. That's what that altercation would happen. That's how much money it would make. Trust me. Oh, jeez. But let me actually explain why this happened. Um, do within the 2 minutes remaining of the second quarter, four-time NBA champion got into it. They went chest to chest. I'm trying to figure out what was said, uh, official split them up, all that good stuff. Oh, the fan claimed to have been taunting Draymond by calling him Angel Reese. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a reference to the forward grabbing rebounds from his own misses during the first half. The veteran said he just kept calling me a woman. Draymond then, and he was being called the woman's name. Wow. I mean, this is like right after he got dunked on by Wemby, which is hilarious. Draymond, what do you look? Everyone's saying like the fan was being disrespectful. I disagree. I disagree. You got to lock in. Stop crying. Fans are going to talk. Fans are going to talk. I'm going to talk. It's one thing if they say disrespectful. If he said something about Draymond's mom, then yeah, then that's one thing. But he's just calling you Angel Reese, dude. That's hilarious. Oh, excuse me, I'm still getting over the sickness. This is ridiculous, Draymond. What are you doing, pal? The fan still was like standing on business too, man. I think Draymond's at fault here. I was reading this online, and I know a lot of people are taking the side of Draymond here, but I'm gonna go with this fan. I don't know if I'd say good on you. Maybe I would, because I am actually an Angel Reese fan. 15 rebounds a game is 15 rebounds a game, regardless if it's her own net misses or whatever. 15 rebounds a game is 15 rebounds a game. That's phenomenal to average that in the professionals as a player. But I digress. This is also really dangerous, man. This could incite a riot. I've learned nothing from Malice at the Palace. This could incite a riot. I don't know. You never know nowadays. Times are getting crazy. Angel Reese. Dude, if anything, that just showed, like, now we know what gets under Draymond Green's skin. We just call him Angel Reese. And then, like, dude, if the Warriors are going to come into Philadelphia, we're going to be doing an Angel Reese chant, baby. Angel Reese. Angel Reese, who I am actually a fan of. 15 rebounds a game is 15 rebounds a game. But geez, man, like, what are you doing? This is just so unnecessary for Draymond Green. Like, now we know what gets under your skin. Now we know what gets under your skin. Let me know your thoughts about that. Let's talk about some rookies. Let's talk about some rookies. One that I do want to talk about is the one that I butchered the hell out of his name. Con Knepel. Where's Basketball Reference when you need it? Shout out to Basketball Reference. They usually have the pronunciation of his name. I don't want to butcher his name. He's hooping. I don't want to disrespect the man. How to pronounce Knepel. Unless maybe Knepel's the way to pronounce it. I don't know. How to pronounce Con Knepel correctly. Uh-oh. How do you pronounce Knepel? Knepel. Oh, I got it right. Cool. Awesome. There's a whole article about it. I'm sorry he went to Duke. Forgive me. I don't watch a lot of college ball. I don't really keep up with the players like that. I'm trying. I really am. I've been doing it a lot this season. But there's just so much going on with the NBA. The Eagles destroyed the Lions last night. Thinking about adding football into the end of the show. But then you would have to change on the court, but first coffee. Because it's not on the court. It would have to also be on the field. Maybe it should just be, I don't know. Who knows? We'll think about it. I'm getting way too off topic. I apologize, folks. Knepel. Yeah, 32 points in an overtime win. Or an overtime loss, excuse me. Sorry about that. Had a triple-double. Uh, almost a triple-double one night, 19, 10, and 9. So he's been balling. I mean, he was drafted 4th overall, so you're expecting him to play well. My question is it because he's saucy, as the cool kids have been saying, or is it his aura, or is it because it's empty stats for Charlotte? I always think about Michael Carter Williams former Sixer, when he played. He was hooping. Won Rookie of the Year, had the greatest debut in NBA history. But was it all for show just because, was it all empty stats because of the situation at the time? There wasn't really anybody else to score the rock. It was empty. I think it was empty stats, personally. That's just my opinion. But is it the same case for this guy? Con Kneppel? 4th overall from Duke? I don't know. Hornets sit at 4-9. All these performances have been great. They've been losses, but he's a rookie. So I'm not going to hold that against him. If he was 3 years in and they were talking about him, I'd be like, yeah, but these are all losses. It's like Devin Booker's 70-point performance. That's not impressive to me when Devin Booker dropped 70. You lost. You lost. I don't care if you dropped 70. You lost. You lost the game. I'm going to be watching more Charlotte, watching more Con Kneppel. Let me know your thoughts. Got Dylan Harper. He's been hooping. Everybody knows that. I think the top 3 are going to be Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, and Cooper Flagg, and then you got Con Kneppel in the mix. So like your top 4 picks have all been hooping. So think about this draft class right now. I mean, look at this draft class and really see, hey, like, it's going pretty well. Let's say the stars align, perfect scenario, dream scenario, that all these guys become all-stars. Does that sort of put this at the greatest draft class of all time? Because if you just have 4 picks back, the first 4 picks, and they're easily the top performers right now, I believe, as rookies. And that's insane. I mean, all these guys have been hooping. Cooper Flagg's been hooping. Dylan Harper's been hooping. Ace Bailey just had 20 the other night. He's been fine, but I hold Ace Bailey up to a higher expectation because of how much he whined and moaned in the offseason, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. You got Trey Johnson, who I think's been in the mix as well. I can't say I've been watching a lot of Charlotte, Washington, but it's going well for these guys, man. Just let me know your thoughts. Is there somebody I didn't mention that maybe I should have? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, I've been watching a lot of VJ Edgecombe. I've been hooping for the Sixers. Him and Tyrese Maxey have been phenomenal for the 76ers, especially having Kyle Lowry in the mix. As I'm trying to reconnect with Wi-Fi, so I think the video might have went out there. So I think that's a great time to wrap it up. My power just went out because I noticed I had a fan going as well. And the fans stopped. So I think my power just went out. but it's 10:30 in the morning. So how would you know? I know the lights are on. So I think it's a great way to wrap it up. With the power going out. On the court for first coffee. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one.